Hello everybody, I'm the Gaming King, and welcome back to another episode of Pokemon Showdown. Now, before this video starts off, I want to do just a few things. Sorry that I did upload a Generations team this past weekend. I was busy. So to make it up with you guys, I'm going to do Hoenn and Sinnoh today. Now also, I'm going to be finishing up back before Sun and Moon comes out. And I said that in the video, choose the team you want me to play. This is supposed to come out last week, but because my computer got screwed over, it's gonna be this week. So yeah, and I'm basically down to time restraint. So yeah, sorry about that. So, anyways, let's get started with the battle. I'm doing Hoenn this time around, and boy, Hoenn was tough to do. Mostly because I had to do Ubers, and basically two of the Pokemon to use are basically UU or below. So let's get started. Alright, oops, sorry. So basically I decided to have a Salmon, and he decided to have with Greninja. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna have to switch out to Kyogre. No, I switched out to Ground. This battle was recorded a while back, so sorry if I'm a bit rusty. He goes for U-turn, which is fine with me. So he U-turns out into Kyogre, which is not good for me. So I basically have to switch out into my own Kyogre to avoid getting hit by an Origin Pulse or something like that. And that's what he goes for, but he misses, thank God. So, anyways, he decides to switch into his defense form, the Oxys, while I decided to go for a Thunder, which is powerful. So, and I decided to go for the Origin Pulse to knock it out. And he decides to go to his own Groudon, which I'm like, okay, I'm gonna have to do something about this. So I decided to go into Salamence, knowing that Pacifico Blades is coming. And now I can just go for Dragon Dance freely and just set up in front of his face. So that is exactly what's going to happen. He does have Dragon Claw, but I can basically set another Dragon Dance, and he sets out Greninja, which is better for me because now I can just wreak havoc on his entire team, and nothing can stop me. Literally, nothing can stop me. Mewtwo is not going to deliver +2 return from my return ground with Aerial Aid. Sucks that Aerial Aid is starting to get nerfed this next generation. I understand and why it has to be nerfed because it's so overpowered. Now, Primal Growl comes out, and I'm not too worried about it, but it is on 2%, which sucks. Which basically prevents me from getting that biggest Salamence sweep. So I decided to go to Primal Kyogre now. Just fire off Origin Pulses, and that will basically win me the game because he has nothing for this thing now. And that is the first game. Sorry that it took me a long time to it took me a long time to get 3 wins, so 5 was a nuisance to get. This team, like I said, is not really good. I was only able to get 5 wins, so 5 good wins, so yeah. Let's move on to round 2. Okay, so we are back with round 2, and so let's begin with this round. So he decides to deal with Darkrai. I decided to deal with Salamence. I'm like, okay, something's going to get put to sleep, and I decided to sell my Kyogre. Now, it sucks that Darkrai is getting nerfed next generation to 50%. It's stupid, just make it 80% or something, not ridiculously low. Like I get why they have to nerf him, but seriously, that's literally Darkrai's only gimmick. It sucks. It really does suck. So anyways, I decided to basic. He decides to sell Lugia, so I basically have to go for a return here to prevent him from getting his multi-scale. And I decided to Mega Evolve and go for a return. It does a tremendous amount of damage. And yeah, he isn't going to live. He's probably not going to live a second. So he's probably going to live a second. I decided to go for a Dragon Dance. I live on 7%, and something's going to take a return. Something is definitely going to take a return. And he sits out Darkrai. I'm like, okay, return's going to kill this thing. I have no idea why he set out Darkrai. And Kyogre, yeah, Kyogre is probably not going to live a return either, so yeah. Yeah, there's really nothing that can stop Salamence here. Yeah, and Groudon can barely live it, and he lost because he forfeited. Basically, Salamence is just a monster. I got a feeling that he wasn't invested in that his card didn't have Sucker Punch. That's what I'm guessing, because there's nothing that can basically take out Salamence. It's a tough Pokemon to take down. So that's game 2. two right there, folks. Quick, but hey, let's go on to round 3. Okay, so we are at round 3 right here, and he still has Nougat, and I basically had problems with Nougat for this entire while doing this team, because Nougat has that multi-scale, and none of my Pokemon can really handle Nougat. I ended up having to switch my Swampert with Toxic at one point just to deal with Nougat. So yeah, let's get started. So first off Salamence again, he decides to send a Rayquaza. I'm like, okay, this is not good. Now because he has because he's intimidated, I decided to go for a Dragon Dance, so I'm like, okay, this is not good. And Outrage is gonna probably do a tremendous amount of damage, but luckily I have Focus Sash, which activates my Whisper card by Burn Boost, which is good for me because I'm faster than everything on his team, and he goes for a Stealth Rock against me, so I'm able to take off more damage. But sadly, I do get knocked out with Flamethrower, so yeah. And so I decided to set out Kyle. We're gonna do some decent damage against this guy. Now, in Precipital Blades miss. That's right, folks. Precipital Blades miss. And he decides to send in Lugia. I decided to thunder this thing. No, I decided to call mine. Lugia was a big problem for me. While trying to get some wins. Then it's because of the multi-skill. And he decides to go for a Roost. And I decided to go for another Thunder. It does even this. So I'm like, okay, I have to do something about this Pokemon. And I decided to send Swampert. And he decides to go for an Aeroblast and misses. So I'm like, great. Alright, so I basically decide to go for a Rock Slide here. It does a tremendous amount of damage against this Pokemon. So I'm like, okay, hey, let me switch back out. Let me switch on to Groudon now, since I actually have no idea. I actually forgot why I switched out to Groudon. Oh yeah, because I knew the multi-skill. And he decides to talk to me. I decided to go for a Bulk Up, since I do have Fire Punch, not Flamethrower on this thing. He goes for an Aeroblast. As I go for a Fire Punch, it does some decent amount of damage, but not enough to be able to break that stupid multi-skill, so I'm like, okay. But he does go for the Aeroblast, which is good for me, because now he will be able to get back up to full no matter what, so. But he does go for a Roost, so I'm like, okay, this is good. And I am able to take out the Lugia, which is great, so now he has Jirachi, and Jirachi is able to kill me off no matter what, so yeah, that sucks. And so I decided to set out Blaziken and just go for a Blaze Kick, but he gets the Fritz. I'm like, are you serious? And he loses again, and he Rage Quits. He basically forfeits because there's literally nothing that can take out Blaziken. And I mean, I was going to go for a Sky Uppercut next turn, and Kyogre will take a huge amount of damage. Blaze Kick would have done tremendous amount to Sigilyph. So yeah, there's really nothing that can take on Blaziken. So let's go on to the 4th. So here we are with the 4th round. Boy, he has some pretty offensive Pokemon. Mega Mawile, Blaziken, Greninja, and boy, is this a tough team. So we both sit on our Blaziken. He Mega Evolves his, and I decided to go for a Protect on mine. And he goes for an Earthquake on his. And because of the speed boost, I know he's faster, so I'm like, okay, this is not good. So I decided to set out Salamence again, basically predicting the Earthquake, and I decided to set up a Dragon Dance. I decided to set up Dragon Dance. And because Return basically destroys everything, and I go for Return, it does a tremendous amount of damage to the Lugia. He does go for the Sidekick, meaning that I believe I go for another Dragon Dance, so just go straight out for Return. Knock this thing out, and he decides to sound Xerneas. So basically, I go for another Return, knock Xerneas out. Boy, Salamence is just wrecking everything, and Earthquake is going to knock Mega Mawile out. And Greninja, I decided to switch out because I didn't know if I would outspeed or not. If he had the Focus Sash, and he forfeits again. So. And yeah, Salamence is just a monster. He's basically the only reason why I'm able to get wins on this team, because as you have seen, as you guys have seen, that none of my Pokemon aren't really that good. Groundon is pretty decent. Kyogre isn't really that good. Blaziken is Life Orb. Swampert and Sceptile can't really handle themselves in Ubers. And Salamence is basically the only Pokemon I have in this team that can actually do some damage. So yeah, we'll be back for the 5th and final round. Okay, here we are, ladies and gentlemen, the 5th and final round for this video. So let's see how this plays out. Hopefully it will turn better. So basically I decided to sell Groudon. He decided to sell Xerneas. So I decided to just fire. I believe I decided Precipical Blade here. He goes for Geomancy, which is fine by me since I basically just have to get off damage on this thing, because Xerneas can be a pain to get rid of. And basically, Focus Blast does a decent amount. I decided to go for a Fire Punch just so that way I won't lose. And I decided to switch into my Salamence, thinking that he was going to go for like I don't know, like Extreme Speed or something. I decided to sound like Yoga because of this. And he goes for a Tom, like I don't really care. Yeah, and I decided to go for an Ice Beam, thinking that the Primal Groundon was going to come out. And yeah, that Deoxys is dead. So I'm basically a pretty decent lead here. Yeah, and Primal Kyogre, yeah, that ain't good. So basically, yeah, I decided to go for an Ice Beam here. And he decides to go for a Precipical Blade here. So I basically have to switch down to Salamence, Predict. And now I'm able to just go for a Dragon Dance. And because, yeah, nothing can, as you guys have seen, nothing can live it, but sadly, Kyogre comes out. So anyways, I decided to go for an Origin Post because it will do a butt-ton amount of damage. And as you guys have seen, I am fast, so we decided to sit on Salamence. I guess he predicted me to switch out, but I wasn't going to switch out because that's basically my already checked the ground on it, and I have the Ice Beam. So Salamence is taken care of, and that is literally the game right then and there, ladies and gentlemen. Because if he swapped to Ground again, I would have probably swapped into Sceptile at that point because I felt that Focus because I felt like Salamence was necessary and that it could still do a ton of damage to that team, or I could have switched back into Kyogre and Origin Post something. So yeah, I basically had a lot of options there. So hope you all enjoyed. I knew these battles aren't really that good, I have to say. Hey, but I just recalled upload the wins I get, and it was Ubers was tough for this team because the matches I basically got wrecked in Ubers, guys. It was hard. And the matches I did, but weren't really Uber's team. It had like one Uber's Pokemon. I'm like, I can't upload this. So yeah, I said it was gonna be uploaded later today. Hope you all enjoy, and I'll see y'all later. Bye.